Did Court TV violate Lori Vallows' constitutional rights and her rights to privacy in the client-attorney privilege that she has? Let's take a look at it today. Welcome back, people of the internet. So, yesterday, Lori Vallows' attorneys, we don't have Mr. Means this time. Now we've got a whole new group, the group that's been there for a while, but they're doing their nutty job just as well. Jim Archibald and his attorney, her other attorney, John Thompson, has filed a new motion in the Lori Vallow case. This time they are saying that Court TV violated Lori Vallow's constitutional rights and her rights to privacy between her and her attorneys by zooming in on her during the actual court proceedings the other day and other events that took place back as far as the 16th of August. I know. This merry-go-round of craziness in this case doesn't ever seem to end. But they want Judge Boyce to rule on the following. One, they want all cameras banned from the television cameras banned from the courtroom completely. They're okay with a stenographer and an actual artist to be in the gallery. Maybe one camera to be in the back of the courtroom to show from the back of the courtroom, but not where they are currently. So let me tell you where the cameras are currently, right now, today, and where they have been, and who has been showing and filming the actual footage of the cases so far. Right as of right now, there are 3 cameras in the courtroom. Every single Idaho state court and every single district superior court in the state of Idaho, except for the federal courts, have 3 cameras. The first camera is focused to the one side showing the judge, the jury pool, and the plaintiff and the defendant's table. That's camera number 1. Camera number 2 is to the jury box, to the left-hand side of the jury box that shows the other direction. This way, the defendant's table and the prosecution table. The third camera is in the back of the courtroom, which shows the gallery where the public waits and sits and watches the case, and then the backs of the defendant and the prosecution table and the judge straight ahead. Those are the 3 cameras that are in every single courtroom. They're fixed. Okay? On the previous dates where Jim Archibald and her other attorney, John Thomas, are having objections with the court, is that they say that the court TV camera that is near the actual jury, stand, area, could and did focus in on Lori Vallow to catch no other reason except for to catch facial expressions as the case worked on. And they talked to each other and they responded to the actual proceedings, and it also focused in directly on her ring finger to show if she had a ring on her finger, because she is married to Chad Daybell. That's what they said, that but during that actual event of zooming in on her actual hand, that they may have recorded confidential, that's the words they use, confidential paperwork that may have been on the table that is protected between client and attorney privilege. So they want Judge Boyce to rule on banning all the cameras, except for maybe the one in the back of the courtroom, which would never be able to show anything on the tables. I want to hear from you, the viewer out there who has been following this crazy case all along, this whirlwind of circus case. Do you think they should ban cameras from the actual courtroom altogether? Would we be okay? And would it be fair in violation of our constitutional rights of a free and open courtroom? That's the question that we need to look at. Now, don't forget, in case you're new to this case, Lori Vallow had an original attorney. His name was Mr. Means. And boy, he was crazy. And he filed a litany of crazy motions. And one of the motions that Mr. Means filed with a different judge, not Judge Boyce, but with a different judge on the bench, he filed to have the cameras banned from the courtroom as well. And that did stand for a couple of hearings, but then they struck it down once it got to Judge Boyce. He's like, nope, I want a fair and open court system. But do you, the viewing public out there, would it matter to you? All right, to answer how the actual, I told you where the cameras are. The way it's been set up so far is Court TV is the only one who is allowed to get the actual feed itself. That and Abrams, through Court TV, have been the only ones who have gotten the feed. And anybody else who wants to get still photography, video of the actual proceedings itself must plug into Court TV's camera hub. It's basically, you're just taking a recorder and plugging it into an actual box, and then you can record the same feed that they're recording. Court TV has been the only one who has been recording all of the proceedings right now. Anybody else who wants to jump on the hub can't. ABC, NBC, Fox, Al Jazeera, whoever they wants to record it and actually show their own footage on their channels can. But that's what we're at now. That's the newest proceedings in the Lori Vallow case. Should we ban all court, TV cameras? Do we need to have, and hear the latest in the Lori Vallow case as it's actually happening? And don't forget, if Lori Vallow is successful in banning the cameras, how far behind will Chad Daybell be and his attorneys to ask for the same thing? And is that fair to you, to me, and to the viewing public out there who want to know about what's going on in this actual case? Please comment down below and let me know. You stay safe out there and have a wonderful week.